Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my One Piece chapter 1080 review. And it was another banger of a chapter with tons of cool new information. Unfortunately, we will be going back on break next week, which is kind of weird and also kind of a bummer because we just got back from a break. But hopefully that means that next chapter will be just as cool as this one. We didn't get anything about what's going on Egghead, but instead we get a chapter full of Hachinosu, Blackbeard's pirate island. We start off with Koby running around trying to evade pirates. They're all drunk and having a good time doing it too. And Koby is also tied to a ball and chain. And in this chapter they drop Koby's marine bounty that has been issued by the Cross Guild. And it is surprisingly high. He has a 5-star bounty. They let us know that each star is worth 1 chest of booty. Chest o' booty. And Koby having 5 makes his bounty worth around 500 million, which is absolutely no joke. It's the very first marine bounty shown to us, and they also said that Koby having 5 stars is unique for a captain of the Marines because they usually only go for 1 star. But it could be for a lot of reasons, one of them being he is the hero of the Rocky Port incident, and we see Koby trying to help all the other prisoners escape by distracting the pirates chasing them with himself. It's so crazy to see how far Koby has come. We then get the reveal of some more of Blackbeard Crew's devil fruits. Starting off with the corrupt king, Avalo Pizarro. He's an island man that ate the island fruit, and it's pretty much just like a better version of the Pika Pika no Mi. Then we get Vasco Shot's devil fruit name, which is the Glug Glug fruit, and it says that he's a booze man. So it's the perfect fruit for a guy who's always drunk to begin with, and we don't really see him use his power much besides for the bubbles he's writing, which I'm not really sure how it goes back to booze or if it's even his power. But he also mentions something about burning down the town, which could be a lot easier to ignite with alcohol. And I see him using his fruit mainly like a fire spinner would, you know, like at a circus or at your friendly neighborhood drum circle or whatever. Now the weird thing about the bubbles that Vasco Shot is writing is that they're coming from San Juan Wolf's nose. They're like snot bubbles coming from his nose because he's asleep. And we also get the official reveal of San Juan Wolf's fruit's name. He is the colossal battleship San Juan Wolf, a giant who ate the big fruit and became a gigantification man. So I'm not sure if somehow San Juan Wolf is able to create those bubbles because he is such a giant, or Vasco Shot somehow turning them into floating bubbles. Or maybe they're just floating because Oda's funny like that, you know? Now, the only Blackbeard crew member whose fruit hasn't been officially revealed is Lafitte's. I get the feeling that Lafitte has been present in the story for a while now, in the form of a certain pigeon that we may know. But that's speculation, and I'm not going to get into that right now. After we get a few banter panels with the Blackbeard crew, we cut to a flashback of Koby and Blackbeard. He's in a room with some of the commanders and Kuzan. Blackbeard reveals that he took Koby as a bargaining chip with the world government to make Hachinosu a full-fledged nation with Blackbeard as the king. But Koby showed some true balls in the face of a yonko. He let him know that his attempt is futile as the world government will never negotiate with the pirate. And also because he's a member of Sword, which rings a bell in Kuzan's head, and then he tells Blackbeard that considering the fact that he's a Sword member, they can't really be using him as a bargaining chip anymore. He reveals that Sword member Marines are no longer recognized on paper, meaning that everyone in Sword has officially resigned their commission, which allows them to ignore certain command protocols. Kuzan was even nice enough to give us an example. They can fight an emperor like you without authorization, and the Navy can just disavow their actions and cut them loose whenever they want. But even after finding this out, Blackbeard isn't going to give up Koby that easily. He is betting on the fact that Koby is a beloved hero to a lot of people in the world, and at the very least, he can make the Marines look bad by keeping Koby. After this flashback, we cut back to Koby running away from the pirates while we get another panel with a swift flashback of Perona letting Koby go if he promises to free Gecko Moria, who is locked up in a lower level. I assume he already did that since he is now running above the ground. While he's getting chased, he overhears some pirates yelling about 3 Marines attacking the island right now. We then get a funny scene of Koby all flustered, wondering, when did I start thinking the world revolved around me? I need to get a grip before I embarrass myself. Even after his giant bounty, getting kidnapped by Yonko and being regarded as the hero of Rockyport, he's too humble to recognize his own greatness. I love this kid. I love Koby, bro. He's dope. We then see the 3 Marines shooting, slicing, and bashing their way through pirates. One of them actually looks kind of weird, almost like a Dragon Ball character. The pirates then cut his head off, but he starts to turn into clay to reveal that he's some sort of Logia user. During the scuffle, one of the pirates sees the buildings moving, but another one just tells him, nah, you're just too drunk and you're seeing things. We then see some chick who is seemingly whipping and scolding a building, and after getting a closer look, we get a reveal that she is a Navy HQ Rear Admiral named Kujaku. But not only that, that, she's also the granddaughter of Suru. Bro, that's crazy. She's wearing a camo dress with a bucket hat similar to Stussy's, and she's a tamer woman. She ate the whip fruit, which allows her to tame random objects, it seems. But while this is happening, Koby is now cornered by pirates with their guns all loaded as Koby just realizes that this is the end of the line for him. Then when the pirates go to shoot, instead of bullets, flowers start coming out. The pirates are all confused and flustered, and one of them even gets googly-eyed and says the flowers are just so beautiful. And they kind of all just knock back to his senses, and Koby notices another Marine up on the roof with a rifle pointed straight at the pirates. And then it's revealed to us that it is actually Navy HQ Commander Hibari, who we actually saw in the first reveal of Sword, who was like Koby's fangirl. She used flower bullets on the pirates, which is what we saw Vegapunk invent in that one cover story. It's a full circle moment kind of thing. And Hibari's actually acting funny. Now Hibari's giving off the impression that she doesn't care about Koby and that she only happened to be in the area for lunch, which is the only reason she's actually just helping him out. We then cut to Prince Groose, who is on a Den Mushi talking about preparations being set. We get the reveal of his devil fruit being a clay man, and he's able to create golems from his clay to fight for him, which is what that weird Dragon Ball looking character was. And I think that's the coolest devil fruit that was shown to us in the entire chapter, in my opinion. We see Groose looking over the pirates from a rooftop as the buildings are now circling and trapping the pirates all in that circle. This was done by Kujaku's taming abilities, which is wild to think about, that she could just go and just tame buildings to do whatever she wants. We then see Tashigi yelling, "Preparations complete." Helmeppo calls for everyone to hang tight, and then we see Garp's face with just that menacing smile and his eyes blacked out. Their ship then blasts off from the sea as if they had like a coup de burst or something, and this is where all hell is about to break loose. Garp's ship is now flying over Hachinosu, and everyone begins to notice him on it. We get Shiryu telling everyone to run away, and Vasco Shot admitting that they got nowhere to run. They're about to take a straight-on hit. Garp then jumps up from the ship and tells us that Koby is the future of the Marines and his irreplaceable protege, as he unleashes a devastating attack called Galaxy Fist, which destroys the entire town to end the chapter. Fucking wow. This chapter was a crazy info dump kind of chapter. We learned more about the bounty scale of the Cross Guild. We got some new devil fruits introduced to us. We got to see some more of Sword. And best of all, we got to see just how important Koby is to the story, or to Garp. And seeing the lengths Garp is willing to go to save Koby. It means a lot. Garp didn't even do this shit for Ace. But honestly, I get the feeling Garp might have joined Sword or even formed Sword after Marineford arc. And, now he doesn't really want to let Koby down the same way he let Ace down kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know. Either way, it was a dope-ass chapter. And it sucks that we're back on break next week, but hopefully we get to see what historic event is about to go down on Egghead when we get back. But anyways, if y'all made it this far, I love you, and thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace!